Hi, how are you? It's Travis here, and welcome back to our adventures with the Hardcore Warrior.
Hello.
Today, we are going to head to Stranglethorn Vale, guys. And we are going to do a little bit of farming for Whirlwind Axe. Because last episode, we got to see how strong it is. So, I want to make sure we get it. So we're going to head over to Stranglethorn Vale, and we are going to collect Blood Scalp Tusks. We'll also turn and hunt for a Uniku as well today. But we need to collect Blood Scalp Tusks, 30 of them, for Cyclonian. And the Life Root, I'm not too sure. We got one of those right now. We need another 7. Maybe I should start looking for a vendor. We'll also hit level 38 today, which means we'll come back to Undercity and learn Pummel and Thunderclap rank 4. So it should be pretty good. And then after that, I'll probably get a group going for Scarlet Monastery. But we'll try to do a little bit of farming in STV today. Wow, look how bright that moon is. That is the brightest. That has to be the brightest like moon I've ever seen in Tearsfall Glades. Look how that's insanely bright. Did they add something to? I don't know. I've never seen it like that. It's almost like they added some, like, ray tracing or something. I don't know. My card can't handle that stuff, so. But I don't know. It seemed, it looked different than it usually does. All right, so that's the Zeppelin to Orgrimmar. And this is the Zeppelin to STV, I'm pretty sure.
This here is the finest, most state-of-the-art mode of transportation money can build? What? Deep run tram? Gnomes?
Yeah, it takes us to Grumgoll.
Listen, pal. If you believe that garbage, then I've got a statue down in Stranglethorn to sell.
There
you.
it is.
Now, are you walking to Gromgol, or are you gonna ride in style in this fine flying machine? Your choice.
All right, here we go. We made it. There's a troll shaman right there. I guess we'll put our two-hander on. I just want to see our skills quick. Swords are at 183 out of 185. And our two-handed axes are at 182 out of 185. And this is going to go up to 190 when we level up, which will be pretty soon. And I hope you guys are doing well today. I'm doing pretty good. I heard that BlizzCon is not going to happen this year, which is kind of sad. I think that's, what, 2 years in a row? I'm pretty sure we didn't really... Did we have a BlizzCon last year? I know Blizzard got acquired... Well, Activision got acquired by Microsoft. So I assume that's probably one of the reasons why we're not having BlizzCon this year. And I assume they probably just don't really have much to talk about. Right? Other than maybe a Midnight, which is the next retail expansion. I know that Diablo isn't coming out with an expansion this year, I think, which really sucks for Diablo 4. I think they're maybe the company's kind of discouraged because of the success of Path of Exile 2. But yeah, supposedly we're not getting an expansion for D4 this year. And then Overwatch. You know, we all know what's going on with that. Marvel Rivals is kicking the crap out of Overwatch. And then Hearthstone. Hearthstone's doing all right. I think Hearthstone's still doing good. I haven't really been following trading card games, but I know Marvel has a trading card game now. Pokemon has another one. They're mostly phone games. And One is called Pokemon Pocket or TCG Pocket or something like that. It's supposedly getting pretty popular. But yeah, I really don't know what Blizzard would talk about. We all know that StarCraft 3 is not coming out. So yeah, like there's really isn't that much to talk about. Right, for BlizzCon. So I don't really think we'll be seeing many BlizzCons in the future. Well, they won't be every year. But maybe Windows could embrace a BlizzCon style. I mean, or Microsoft could embrace like a BlizzCon style convention.
Relax.
Pick this up. It's called Bloody Bone Necklaces. We got Panther Master here. Let's slay some Shadow Mob Panthers. Bloody Bone Necklaces. I was sent to Grumgall. With some more raptors here. Sent to Grumgall to aid Dimboya on his quest, but I too have reasons for being here. The Bloodscalp tribe is enemy to our tribe. Collecting trophies of our enemies gives us power over them. You may aid our tribe by hunting our enemies. They dwell to the north. Slay Bloodscalp trolls and take from them their bloody bone necklaces. Collect many, and your reward will be great. Okay, so we're getting close to Murlocs here. Don't want to get anywhere close to Murlocs. So let's try to avoid them. The bunch down here. Be terrible if we went down there and pulled a bunch. We'll just stay up here. Looks like there's a lot of raptors here, but they're getting killed. We'll warm up here just by slaying a raptor. But I remember like looking forward, to BlizzCon pretty much every year in the 2010s decade. And then once COVID came, that was kind of the end of like looking forward to BlizzCon. Because it just stopped, right? We're actually getting wrecked by this raptor. Okay. There we go. At least we got an egg there. Let's have ourselves a curiously tasty omelet. Get ourselves a food buff. Gotta watch out here. Might have a tough time against these trolls. There's Elder Stranglethorn Tigers we can take down as well. Let's do a bunch of quests here. Is that the tigers there? There we go. It should be an easy one. But I hope we get all the gear we want in Stranglethorn Scarlet Monastery. We did get the pants last episode. That was awesome. The Scarlet Leggings. 233 armor, 20 strength, 10 stam. So we'll put those on once we hit 38. I really don't mind if we don't get Ravager. It'd be nice if we did. There we go, 38. Let's get another rank of Axe Specialization. Increases your chance to get a critical strike with axes by 4%. And then we'll put on the Scarlet Leggings. There we go. That's how they look. Look all right. There we go. Big crit for the beginning of level 18. I mean, 38. Tripping out today. It feels like we're a lot stronger now. I know there's a bunch of trolls in here, but it's a little risky. Oh, he got that one. Can't really charge in there. You pull anything else? No. Gotta be careful. Don't want to pull too much stuff and then die. I wonder if we should tank with a two-hander this time. I'll try it for Graveyard. We'll see how it goes. We're going to have pummel, so we will be able to kick. Yeah, looks like we're not the only ones farming these trolls. Seems to be quite a few people. Maybe we'll go back to the tigers. I wonder if he pulled a lot there. No, only that one. Good to know. I didn't think I could pull that one. I thought we would pull the whole group. He did. I think he's okay. A lot of people in STV, though. It's a bunch of people here. I seen an interesting little rant on Reddit about players being super selfish and greedy, leaving if their gear doesn't drop. Post your horror stories. I wouldn't really call them horror stories, because it does happen quite a bit. You know, some people, they only like come to a dungeon for a boss. Like an example of that which I seen quite a bit, was in Blackrock Depths for a few bosses. There it is here. So this Hand of Justice, it used to, before in the beginning of Vanilla in 2019, it dropped off of another boss other than Emperor Thorazane. I forget who, I think it was like General Angerforge is who it dropped off of. Just at the beginning of the dungeon. It's one of like the first bosses you fight. Stay away from the Murlocs. And people would come to this boss and then they'd kill him, and then if it didn't drop, you know, Hand of Justice, the trinket, then they would just leave. I've seen that happen a bunch of times. Same with the ring. Here, there's a really nice chest piece. I think it's called Savage Gladiator Chain. And if that boss didn't spawn, or you know what I mean, from that dungeon, they would just leave. These are the Savage Gladiator leggings. There it is, Savage Gladiator Chain. Pretty amazing chest. 13 strength, 14 agility, 13 stam, 369 armor. Improves your chance to get a critical strike by 2%. Really good if you really, if you're a warrior, hunter, you want to farm it. And most people will tell you, like, yeah, I want to farm this, and then they would group up, but some wouldn't, and then they would leave if they didn't drop, which is kind of annoying. It happens quite a bit. And then some classes, like usually tanks, they sometimes use their, role to try to reserve an item. And I think that's fair, as long as they make the group, and tell everybody they're reserving it. I do think it's kind of weird, though, when a tank joins a group and then makes demands saying, I'll only tank if you give me this item. And they wait until the beginning of the dungeon. So everybody makes their way there. And then they put you in like a tough situation where, do you want to wait another, 20 minutes for a tank? Or do you want to just say, all right, whatever, if it drops, you can get it. Like, you have it on res. Some people do like shady stuff like that. It doesn't happen too often, but it does happen sometimes. Because getting a group together takes a decent amount of time. It takes like 20, 30 minutes. And then waiting for another person to... And then recruiting another tank takes a while, and then waiting for them to make their way to the dungeon takes even longer. Unless you have a warlock in the group. Then it's not too bad. Alright, so we just need one more tiger. There's the last one here. But it can get pretty bad. Wonder what these guys say in here. But it's been going on for a long time. It's not really a new thing. I think we have some food in our bag. We'll use a bandage. So what he says, it's been super hard to put together groups for most dungeons on the Night Slayer server. So it's the server I'm on my mage. To make things worse, everyone only wants to go if they can hard res certain items, and sometimes more than one item. I was trying to do Shrat Undead for a while to get the healing neck. Finally got it after about 20 runs, and it was so hard to put together groups because the only players that wanted to go were warriors and rogues that wanted the Baron Cape hard resed. I don't know how rogues can hard res really anything unless they make the group, to be honest. Right? It's kind of hard to hard res as a rogue. You can just easily find other DPS. Unless they have a tank and healer friend to help them out. It is kind of tough to hard res as a rogue. Pretty much every dungeon I try to form, people will only go if they guarantee they will get their drop, and lately I've been running into people that group up and then leave if it doesn't drop over, which screws over the group. Yeah, that really does screw it over. It pretty much ends the dungeon. Because it's not like retail. where you can just like be like, all right, we'll just queue up again. That happens a lot in retail. It's even worse in retail. Because people don't really feel bad about doing that in retail because they're like, oh, we'll just find somebody else, right? They'll just queue up. Find it, right? Which is not too bad. Watch over the shaman here. Yeah, we'll get another food buff going. I spent an hour setting up a Blackrock Depths quest / Emp run, and the tank. Yeah, see exactly what I was talking about. This tank hard res Savage Gladiator chain and leaves after the arena doesn't drop it right at the start, but then the whole group fell apart. Yeah, see that happens so much. Like people just don't care, right? Everyone's there's a lot of me first going on, and that's why you got to just roll with the guild. It is beneficial to play with the guild if you're going to play endgame, because then at least, you know, people don't really like screwing their guildies over, and people feel good usually when they're helping their guild get gear, because if your guild's getting gear, that means your guild's getting stronger, and then you can do, you know, harder stuff and get better gear for not only yourself but your guild. Pugs don't really care. Pugging sucks. It really does. We haven't really had that bad of a time in dungeons though, on the mage and the warrior, but I'm not a fan of it. Don't even get me started on Strat Live either, because everyone is only doing that for orbs. And the tank wants it the first 1 to 2, and multiple times people have left halfway through because orbs are not dropping. Now, I don't hate on tanks farming orbs. I used to do that. But it was a service, right? So I would my buddy played an Ellie shaman. He wasn't even really a healing shaman. And he had trouble making gold too because he's a shaman. Shamans kind of suck at making gold, just like warriors. So we would group up for Strat Live. I would tank, he would heal and do a little bit of DPS, and we would get all the loot that isn't wanted, right? And the orbs. So we're not getting, we don't want any gear from there. We're just providing a service, helping like players get their quests done. And also, if they want any gear that they want, they can have. They just have to tell us what they want, and it's theirs. And we would set the group up so it would be split. So there would be like a rogue getting his, you know, cape, and then there'd be a caster getting the caster gear they want. You know? So it worked out. And, yeah, so like they got to hard res their items. We got to take the loot to make gold, and the orbs to make gold. And it was a good old time. There's nothing wrong with that. But people leaving because the orbs aren't dropping is kind of weird. I don't know why a tank and healer would do that, but usually you're trying to get like multiple runs going, where you're just farming the place. They're trying to get their hard res loot. You're trying to make gold. So it's a fair trade. And not only that, you're getting a tank and a healer that like that know what they're doing. So like you're not wiping, and it's good. I would not mind doing that with my mage. If there was a tank and healer doing Strat Live runs and they get all the loot, and I get to finish my quests and hard res a couple pieces of loot that I need for upgrades, I'm totally down with that. Kind of just killing tigers here. Guess we'll turn this in. There's like a bunch of people farming trolls, so it sucks. This play, I'm gonna hate doing this quest. Cyclonian, it's gonna take so long. But this is the time to start doing it because we're almost like out leveling the trolls. Okay, so let's see what else he says here. I don't know what's happened to the game. If the players are only out for themselves, yeah, it's usually how it goes. Because they lost the ability to feel good from helping someone else. You join a guild. That's it. That's where that feeling comes back.
Most impressive. I believe you are almost ready. Here is the final challenge that I will put forth. We've been tracking an elusive tiger for weeks. We call the beast Sindal. See if you can do what no person has done before. Hunt down and kill Sindal. Bring me her paw as proof of your accomplishment. Tracking her down will be no easy task.
And he says, I'm a healer, and that's primarily the only enjoyment I end up getting is helping others. Okay, pal. Maybe it is. I don't know. He's gotta like gear. He can't, like, some people say, like, I don't care about gear. Those people are lying. They're usually the ones who care the most. He's not just all about helping others. I doubt it. I don't know. Maybe he is. People get stuff usually at a cost to myself. It's getting to the point where I can't find anything fun in this game anymore. He's just got to join a guild. If you join a guild, you like helping people, you join a guild, that guild will love you. You know how many people are looking for healers? Especially healers that like to help people. Right? That guild would love you, man. You just gotta stop pugging. Pugging sucks. I did it on my boomkin for a bit in Wrath. Because I started the raiding a little bit late. I kind of like starting raids a little later. I'm not really a big fan of first phase raiding anymore in TBC, Wrath, or Vanilla. Because you can just wait and then do it later. And you catch up pretty damn fast. So this is where Sindal spawns. I wonder if we can kill her. It looks like she's been slain. She's not an elite, so shouldn't be too bad. There's Sindal, level 37. I think we can handle Sindal. We'll go find some trolls while we're waiting. There's a comment. I love seeing 13 different Onyxia groups forming with 6 people saying Viscag and Head on hard res. Yeah. That's why you join a guild. Like, I'm not going to do much raiding on the mage at the beginning. I'll be shocked if I raid on this warrior. If we get to 60 and get enough free piss to raid, that would be amazing, but... On the mage, I'll probably do my Onyxia Attunement. I'll do the raid for fun. It's like not to really get gear. If we get gear, we get gear. I'll probably do a Molten Core for fun, but what I'm going to do mostly is just PvP. And then once like phase 3 comes out, all these like catch-up raids come out, like ZG and stuff, and then that's when you do MC. You join a guild. And everybody has like pretty good gear because they've been playing with the guild for a while, and you just go join the guild and they just make it rain on you. It's like you go to an MC run. This guy just got 9 pieces of loot in one raid. And that's how you catch, and then you catch up like that. It's very fast. And then you're just like everybody else in like a month. It's a good way of playing. Unless you really want to check out MC. Like Molten Core. The thing is, I've done all these raids, so I'm not really... Like, they're cool raids, but the better raids are at the end. Like, the best raid is Nax. In Vanilla, like, by far. I like Blackwing Lair, though. Blackwing Lair is a good raid as well. And that's coming out soon, in like a week. Can't find these trolls, man. Kind of just out here killing stuff. Excuse me. And pugs are always going to have hard reses, right? Because the guy who's making the group wants to feel like, what the heck? Guy scared the crap out of me. Okay, cool. We'll do it.
Greetings.
Greetings. This is going to be an easy kill. This guy has Rallying Cry of Dragon Slayer. He's a beast. And he's got his mount at level 40. Oh, he dodged us. Look at that kid. Can't do damage like me, bro. Actually, never mind. He had damage to me.
I won't forget this. How generous.
All right, here we go. Sindal down. I guess we'll head back. And we will, we could have destroyed her solo. The other ones are elites, though, so they're pretty tough. I think they do that on purpose. They make the first one easy. Oh, look at all the trolls here. Perfect. Finally. They make the first one easy, and then you get confident, and then the next one kicks your ass. Like Bagthera, not only is like Bagthera the Panther elite that you eventually fight, has stealth, but she hits pretty damn hard too. And then same with Tethys. Tethys hits like a truck. And then the last one is like it's almost like a raid boss. King Bangladesh. Not really a raid boss, but I'm just kind of bigging it up a little bit. It's fun. She's tough. Or he's tough, whatever. I don't know. It's good that we got some trolls here, man. Everybody left. I was farming them. You can get these tusks later in the necklaces. You go deeper into this place here. I don't even want to go in there. I died there on my last warrior, my human warrior. So that's why we're out here farming him here. We might go in eventually if I out-level this, because we are going to probably out-level it. Because I'm going to... we're going to be farming Scarlet Monastery quite a bit, so we can get all of the loot from Armory. Well, we have to at least get the shoulders. 6 strength, 15 stamina, 196 armor, Herald's shoulders, and the Raging Berserker Helm. 213 armor, 13 strength, 8 stamina. Improves our crit chance by 1. We're going to look like this. Complete badass. And then we're going to go to Cathedral. And we don't really want the neck, but we want these gloves. If they dropped, kind of rare. Gauntlets of Divinity, 7 stamp, 32 attack power, 168 armor. We'll take the shield, Aegis of the Scarlet. It's gonna look kind of hilarious. Aegis of the Scarlet Commander, 7 strength, 8 stamp, 7 spirit, 23 block, and 1,548 armor. And that's about it. Once we get all that, we're good. Happy we got the legs, though. It's a good start. And now that we're 38, I think we might be able to get invited to like the level 40 groups. Those are the groups you want to get in. Because we'll get into Cathedral with those guys. It would be nice to like DPS one. But I won't be as good as that guy who had Whirlwind Weapon. With I think he had an enchanted with Crusader, I think. That guy was a beast. You're not supposed to have that axe at that level. That's why. You know what I mean? You're just not supposed to have it. But the auction house allows you to get it. He farmed the tusks, though, himself. I believe, yeah. It's because they're a quest item. You have to farm yourself. You can't sell those on the auction house. So he farmed all the tusks. But the charms, he for sure bought those off the auction house. They're probably somewhat expensive, I would assume. I think we're okay here. And this is another thing people talk about with, you know, hard resing and people kind of being jerks, like leaving groups and stuff like that. The problem is that there's too many guilds nowadays. All right. So since there's so many guilds and and there's also pugs doing the content as well, people can kind of just do whatever they want. And supposedly, back in the day, I didn't play back then, like 2005, 2006. There wasn't that many guilds doing the content or people doing the content, so it was kind of like a privilege to be in a group that was doing like Molten Core or Nixia's Lair, supposedly. Because there was barely any guides back then. You couldn't just like look up a YouTube video. You know, you kind of had to just like get the information from like meeting people who have actually done the content. Or like looking through forums and like finding content that's not like misinformation, right? Because there probably was a lot of like bogus information that people would put on the forums about like raid encounters. But so if you acted like a jerk and just left groups, right? Then you know, people would. The servers weren't that big either. There wasn't as many people, so there wasn't layers, which is another thing that sucks. So people could be like, everybody, don't invite this guy to groups. He's a scumbag. And like, if your reputation builds up enough, then yeah, a lot of people wouldn't play with you. So there's sort of a punishment if your reputation is crappy, I guess. I'm not too sure how legit that is because I didn't play back then, but I assume, yeah, it probably could be legit. But the thing is, if you have... But it probably is legit because nobody has 40 friends. You know what I mean? Nobody... So if you want to do the raids, you actually have to group with people that, you know, you don't really know too well. Like, I think ninjing and all that crappy stuff probably became more prevalent in Wrath when I started Wrath of the Lich King. Because you could just raid with your 10 friends. And then, so like your reputation doesn't matter. You could be like a person that ninjas gear or leaves groups and still get gear. Because, you know, you have your 10 buddies. But in vanilla, you don't, it's hard to have, it's rare if you have 40 buddies that you hang out with every week. That's kind of crazy. There's so many people like that. So yeah, I think it's probably true. Yeah, if people had bad reps, they would probably just not get into groups. Or they'd have to, like, find a guild that would, I guess, accept them for who they are or try to, like, look past what they've done. Yeah, it's not like that anymore. I wish they got rid of layers. Layers kind of suck. You know, on a PvP server, if some guy does stuff like that, you could, like, gank him whenever he's online. You know what I mean? There's a lot of funny things you could do. That, like, makes... I know that's toxic, but it makes the server a little bit more interesting. You know, like, and people do that. People get, you know, ridiculous about games and they take things a little too far. I'm lagging again. That's brutal. Is he gonna kill me? Am I even hitting him? Oh, this is terrible. Am I gonna die? I'm not dying to this guy. There's no way. Kill him. Oh my gosh. My MS is at 80. Am I dead? Hey guys, we're back. We lived. This troll came up to me. It's like, is it safe to quest? I don't think so. Oh my gosh, guys. What the heck is going on? I can't even talk to this guy. Dude, these servers are terrible. This isn't my internet either. Oh my gosh, dude. Stay with me. Stay with me. We'll be fine. This is so silly, man. Blizzard. Well, I don't know, guys. We'll be back later. That's all I can say. Like, what can I do? Can't type. I logged out, logged back in. We're getting out of here when I... Okay. See if we can get back in. Login servers are full. It always logs me in here. Okay, good. Let's see if we get back in. I want to get out of here, but did he die? Oh, okay, good. No, he didn't. He's just... I thought that was him. I thought this was him. Okay, we good? No. Come with me. Oh, we're gonna go to Hebenessing where he's camp. We gotta get out of here. There's no chance I'm going into Scarlet Monastery like this. Could you imagine we were in Scarlet Monastery? Like, they gotta fix this, what's going on here, man. They don't care about... I don't know. I don't know why this is happening.
Hey there.
How goes the hunt for Sindel? Alright, we made it.
Most impressive, I do say. You are a true Master Tiger Hunter adventurer.
Okay, so we're gonna get the Tiger Hunter gloves, 65 armor, 7 strength, 8 agi. Pretty nice. Not better than the ones we got, though.
Safe travels.
Yeah, me too. I can't even talk to this guy. Trying to tell him to, like, be safe and gonna Hearth, but I can't even type to him. Look at this Hearth cast. Longest Hearth cast of all time. They're trying to kill players, man. He's doing the same thing as me. Yeah, you just gotta Let's call it for the night. I don't know what to do. We're probably going to hear about a bunch of people dying. For sure. Hopefully we get back. We can still hear the Stranglethorn Vale music. Nice, we're back in Undercity. Home sweet home.
Rest your weary bones for a spell.
Wonder if like we can
What now?
smooth here somewhat. We're not gonna use these, so I'm gonna sell them. Sell all this stuff. These pages we won't use. Got a nice health pot there. That's good. And that's about it. At least we were able to turn in, you know, the Sindal quest, the Tiger quest. That was cool. We got level, you know, got level 38. We're gonna go to Warrior Trainer. If we can get there. Look at all the people dying. That was like 3 people in second. A lot of deaths there. Level 60 Rogue died in Eastern Kingdoms. People are just getting wrecked. Mage in Kalimdor probably was AoE farming. That's the worst. You're AoE farming and it glitches out like that, you're done. It's funny how we killed the mob, though, that we were fighting. Once I logged in, that hunter came up to me. Oh, man. You know what might have to happen? I don't know. Maybe we just got to take a break from hardcore. Like, there's no point in, like, playing if you can't... This is happening too frequently. You can't do dungeons. I'm not even going to do dungeons. Well, you kind of can. But the thing is, if we all lag out, the tank's dead. Usually I'm tanking. I'll be getting hit by like 3 things. Healer DCs, everybody DCs. It's just me against these 3 elites, and I'm just going to get beat up while everybody logs off. So many people just died there. I DC'd and died. I DC'd and died. Apple, I just finished the dungeon. Holy shite. Thousands died. No DC, gang. Press 1. Oh man, so many. Dance at Org Bank. Blizzard, wiping server. Yeah, they're trying to kill hardcore. They're trying to kill hardcore. They're like, you will play Season of Discovery. That's it. You're going to play Season of Discovery. That's it.
The warrior's role is one of protection.
I'm going to play the mage. I'm going to get
Just as we protect our compatriots in battle, we must also protect the interests of the Forsaken.
Might take a break. Good thing we didn't go into SM, man, because I was thinking about it. Blast nearby enemies with thunder, increasing the time between their attacks by 10% for 22 seconds. And doing 55 damage to everybody. Will affect up to 4 targets. Well, to 4 targets. That's 55 damage. We'll take Pummel. We got a kick now. Pummel the target for 20 damage. It also interrupts spell casting and prevents any spell that's school from being cast for 4 seconds. So we got Pummel now. I'm pretty hyped up about that. Blizzard Indie. I haven't DC'd. Someone DDoSed because they died. That could be it. There's some really like toxic people who get really upset and they want everybody to feel the pain that they felt. So they DDoS Blizzard. That's pretty hardcore. I don't know if that's... I doubt that's true. The end is near. I'm gonna say blame the Canadians. I wonder if that'll... It was the Canadians. DC. They're DCing the server. I'm just joking around. Okay, I don't know what to do, guys. We're not leaving here, I'll tell you that much. This one is Thunderclap got ranked up, that's good, so let's get Pummel. Berserker stance only. That's kind of weird. Okay. What stance is this one? What stance is this kick? This is battle stance. Could make oh damn, I didn't want to eat that, but whatever. Put Pummel here. It's kind of crappy that I didn't know it was Berserker stance only. I'm not swapping to Berserker stance, taking 10% extra damage just to kick. Maybe I would. If it's just one caster, swap to Berserker stance. Yeah, you should have enough rage. It's only 10 rage, and then you swap back to defensive stance. But yeah, people are snapping. Thanks, Biden. Thanks for life. All right, well, interesting times on the hardcore servers, guys. Might take a break on this character for a little bit. We're not going to Starla Monastery. There's no chance. I am going into a dungeon as a tank and dying to a DC. At least in Stranglethorn Vale, we can just pull green level trolls. We should be somewhat safe. But that is going to be the end of today's episode, guys. As always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.